I'm so gutted because I was supposed to have the day I've been looking forward to for such a long time, because I was going to visit one of my favorite brands, which is Ducati, for many reasons. One, we're the main sponsor to Ducati MotoGP, which is pretty great. They make great motorcycles, and we're actually cooperating on a lot of levels. I love the motorcycles, so I had an opportunity to go talk to the people in Ducati and talk about technology, which is what we do in the podcast. And then, of course, have a try and go look at some of the new motorcycles. But I never got there. I live in Sweden and I was very unprepared because I should have flown down the day before. I didn't. I had to rely on traffic that day. And I flew from Stockholm and I ended up in Munich. And then when I was in Munich, the flight got cancelled. No way of getting into Bologna. Actually, there was no way of getting into North Italy that day. I tried everything. So there was no podcast for me. But we actually did do it because the film crew were there and our wonderful PR department was there. And we did do the podcast. And the questions that you're going to hear is actually my questions just done by the team. So I'm going to redo the questions and you're going to see the podcast because it's really great and it's telling the story about technology and about the brand Ducati, which is what you're going to see here. So let's start with a quick introduction. Tell us who you are and what you do for Ducati.
Hello everyone, and it's good to see you here in Ducati Race Division. I'm Federico and I am the IT manager of the race division. It's a really demanding job because we work in high stakes, and so I have to look forward and always try to improve our technology. This is my main mission. Meanwhile, I have to fix a personal computer or give a mouse to someone. It's about 10 years that I'm in this role for other company. I'm a motorcycle enthusiast and also, of course, an IT enthusiast. So I already was here for a normal service desk when they told me that there was this opportunity. So Ducati answered me, and I answered yes, because it's really a nice way to improve my knowledge and to see the future of technology, the future of motorcycle, because here we write history. Do you know the African proverb about the gazelle and the lion? That every morning a gazelle wake up and it knows that it have to run to live. The same is for the lion. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you are gazelle or lion. If you wake up, you have to run a lot, no? I think now the race division and my role in the race division is like that. You wake up and you have to run and stay on the edge.
The question I really wanted to ask is, how come Italy is so good at doing high-end products? You've got Ducati, Ferrari, Lamborghini, you're all here. Tell us why.
Because we are Italian. Now, really, we put a lot of passion in everything. It's our character. So, like in love, like in the food, we need to prove to ourselves that we are the best. I don't know how to tell you. It's there must be something in there that is like engine gear that force us to put an engine on a bike or to go faster and faster, or we've got passion. It's all about passion. And this passion helped us a lot to create all these perfect vehicles.
So can you explain a little bit around Ducati bikes have changed over time? How are they built maybe just 10 years ago? And what are the difference today?
As you know, I'm not a mechanic, but I can say that 10 years ago, maybe all the process was more manual, not so behind a screen. Nowadays, instead, we build all the little pieces with CAD or 3D or a PC. And after that, we print the single piece and we try to figure out if it's good or not. So it's not about making with our hands, but it's more like with the AI and the PC, the CAD, to try to figure out how it should be. And this is the main and the biggest change in these 10 years, I think.
So let's talk about the great thing that everybody wants to hear about, which is the trackside race days technology. What is it down to? What's on the track side? What do you do on a daily basis? How quickly is Lenovo equipped to help you with the race day information?
So I don't work with the rider. I work with the engineers and the technicians that work with the rider. So, but I'm more focused on the personal computer, maybe on the network, on the server, and on how fast the data reach the server, and the analyst can work with the data. This is more my job. We don't have a real telemetry like in F1. So we need to wait that the bike comes back to the box. When the bikes come back, the technicians take all this data directly from the bike and send them to the server. So we need to be really fast in this, because we got like 5 minutes or something like that. And everyone need to work on that data, from the analyst to the technicians, to the engineers. The faster they work on this data, the faster we can make change on the bike and try that changes in the next run. So this is why we need to be faster. The first big obstacle is to move a server. Okay, a server when we store all the data. We move it from Malaysia to Dubai, to Mugello, in the rain, in the sand, by air, by tire, by everything. Lenovo provide us the best on the market. I think the server are really the best on the market, and all the hardware that we get from Lenovo is really the best hardware on the market. We have the best processor, a lot of RAM, graphic cards, everything is on the top tier. So
let's talk about the future of technology. How do you see it advancing things in a good way?
The AI will be very, very important in the future. I think it will take control of many aspects of our life, from just a research for you, or just buy anything for you, will maybe, I think there gonna be also a robot in our house. I know, and the AI already drive our cars, so I think this will be the main problem, the main issue of our future, because it will be there.
In terms of technology, how is technology used in Ducati? And do you see it's really improving your products and the bikes specifically? Can you see it helping and supporting the next generation of technology?
Maybe in the future we will give as much of information we have on the actual bike. Give this information to a bot, and it will make everything for us, like really design and write all the measurements and all the thing we need to do in the next step, maybe, like how to create the single piece or how to assemble it. So because the speed that an AI has instead of us is we cannot follow this speed.
So in terms of the bikes of the future, do you see motorcycles getting driver assistance from technology? How does it look for you?
Yeah, I really like for the car. I think yes, the AI will help a lot to manage a bike and avoid incident or human error. So for sure, not only maybe in this ambient of a race, but on the street. The more you get assistance from AI, the more the less you do on the bike. So it's more and more easier to drive a bike, and you lose that feeling of adrenaline rush you have when you drive a bike. But there are a lot of incidents with the bike, so we need to cut a little bit this risk.
So we've touched on it before around AI. We know that AI is being used everywhere these days. So how are you planning to use AI at Ducati? Are you seeing it as a part of the design process and engineering terms? And are you seeing it taking other people's job? So what's the perception from Ducati? What about AI?
At the moment, I'm not the right person, but at the moment I think we are fine, because people is needed behind the AI. We are using AI a lot, and because like on a bike there are 50 sensors, okay, and we need to take those data from the sensor and make analysis on them, but there's always an analyst or a technician that is checking that data. Maybe we can also create and try to simulate more sensor than the real one, because the AI can really create sensor that we don't have or we can't physically install in the bike. And with that data, we can know how it goes. So it's really, really helpful in this.
So let's talk about you outside work. Where does technology fit into your daily life? We've seen how you use it in Ducati in multiple points, but what about you How often do you use technology in your day?
I really try to avoid technology outside my life because I really like nature, and also on the race I like it a lot, but it's more like adrenaline on the race, and it's more like the environment in the nature. So they are two aspects of the same things. Yeah, I love to ride my bike in the mountain, just here near Bologna or maybe in the Alps. It's just about reach the edge. When you reach the edge, you feel that you have to cut and stop, because otherwise you got really busy in your mind. So you need to stop, take a breath, and then you can go again on the technology and use it easily. I try to use as less as possible the technology outside from here. But I have to admit that I'm always on my PC at home or on my phone, because it's an easy access to everything. So if you need something, if you need to buy something, or if you want to just turn off your mind, you can turn on a PC and maybe play online, or watch a film, or find something to buy. So
You're very passionate about your bikes and technology from a young age. Is there anyone like you who is interested maybe having your job one day? What tips would you give them?
buy a scooter, ride it, and feel the freedom to ride it, and then just study a lot for technology, and maybe the two things will get together, and you will be here at my side.
The one final question everybody wants to know, so who's going to win MotoGP 2025 and why?
We have a really good driver. Pecco and Mark are really the best. And I don't know who really gonna win, but I know that Ducati is gonna win. So Ducati for sure.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity and your time speaking to you today and teaching us way more about Ducati. Really appreciate it. We love the technology. We love how you're doing it. Thank you very much.